Also, look at this. Do you know what this is?
No.
It's a skull.
Well, I knew that, but...
I bought this skull. I own this skull. So what does that make this? Trotsky's skull. If some Spanish communist posing as Garen wants to bury anything in my skull, be it you know what, or anything else, he'll see the skull, recognize it as my skull, bury something in it, he'll go his way, and I'll go mine. Isn't that ingenious?
Up to a point.
50 more years of Trotsky.
Liam, I have some very bad news for you.
Mountain climbers axe? Ingenious.
Funny. I always thought it was an ice pick.
A mountain climber's axe! A mountain climber's axe! Can I get that through your skull?
She can forget about the soup course.
Yet! Yes.
At least he's been posing as a gardener.
Yes.
Doesn't that make him a member of the proletariat?
I'd say so.
And what's he doing smashing a mountain climber's axe into my skull?
I don't know. Have you been oppressing him?
Why would Ramon do this to me?
Maybe he's a literalist.
A what?
A literalist. Maybe Ramon ran into Manuel. You know Manuel, our head gardener.
Yes, I know who Manuel is.
I know you know who Manuel is.
One of these days, Mr. Trotsky, bang, zoom.
Maybe Ramon said, well, Mr. Trotsky had time to look at the nasturtiums today. And maybe Manuel said, I don't know, axe Mr. Trotsky.
Very funny.
Or maybe he was just hot to Trotsky.
Oh, very, very funny.
Or maybe he just wanted to pick your brain.
Stop it! Stop it! Ramon, come quickly.
Good morning, Ramon.
Good morning, senor.
Have a seat, please. You see, we have very good employer-employee relations here. Ramon, did you bury this mountain climber's axe in my skull?
I did not bury it, senor. I smashed it into your skull.
Excuse me?
See, you can still see the handle. It's true, Leon. The axe is not entirely yours. So we cannot say buried. We can only say smashed or perhaps jammed.
All right. But why did you do this?
It just seemed like something I had to do at the time.
Had to do?
I'm terribly sorry, senor. I feel awful. I really do.
Well, it's a little late for regrets with a mountain climber's axe buried in one's skull.
Smashed.
It wasn't old age, or cancer, or even that ice pick I had feared for so many years. It was an axe, wielded by a Spanish communist, posing as a gardener.
You really couldn't have guessed that, Leon.
So even an assassin can make the flowers grow. The gardener was false, and yet the garden he tended to was real. How was I to know he was my killer when I passed through every day? How was I to know the man tending the nasturtiums would keep me from seeing what the weather will be like tomorrow? How was I to know I never get to see Casablanca, which wouldn't be made until 1942, and that I would have despised anyway? How was I to know I'd never get to know about the bomb, or the 80,000 dead at Hiroshima, or rock and roll, or Gorbachev, or the state of Israel? How was I supposed to know I'd be erased from the history books of my own land?
Brett stuffing a sleeping bag.
I can't roll it. I've never been able to. Yeah, me either. I just stuff it.
You're not supposed to.
John, is this small enough?
You write good things about me?
Is there anyone who could let me use this flashlight? The red one I usually use is a born leader, has a powerful sense of altruism, and a killer sense of humor. His humor and kindness cheers everyone up. Eddie, of the dry wit and questioning intellectuosity, is a great friend to many. An artist by nature that livens the group with his presence. Eddie is a great person. He's never too busy to help or give advice. He is funny and finds many different ways to show it. Friendly, confident, open, and willing to try new things. A helpful, an easygoing person who is helpful and delightful. One of my best friends here of all the campers and counselors, who has the ability to delight and make friends with people of any age with his humor and warmth.
Now Steven is a trivia whiz. He can answer every question on the quiz. Kevin's there, breakfast he's dishing, then he goes off and he does some fishing. And Thomas, well, he plays the flute.